David said it best this way, Psalms 37, 1-9, in the New Living Translation. When he talked about praying with expectation, he says, be still in the presence of the Lord. And faith is really the act of being patient for him and waiting for him to act. He says, don't worry. He said, listen, when you're waiting, I'm telling you, don't worry about evil people who prosper. In other words, stop looking at people who look like they're doing good, but while they're doing the wrong thing. Or fret about their wicked schemes, people who are trying to set you up or do things against you. Stop being angry. Turn from your rage. Do not lose your temper. It only leads to harm. Don't let somebody else get you jacked up so you'll miss out what he got for you. Now watch this. He says, for the wicked will be destroyed, but those who trust, in other words, those who hope and have expectation in the Lord will possess the land. Talk to me, somebody. So if you're going to pray with expectation, that means you got to get your emotions together. That means you got to stop comparing yourself with others, because when you compare yourself with others, that's not wise. Why is so-and-so doing so well? And they seem like they do whatever they want to do. Listen, don't worry about it. The Lord is slow to anger, but great in power. He will not at all acquit the wicked. The scripture says in Nahum 1:3, he has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Just because it looked like somebody getting away with something, believe me, they ain't getting away with it. Just don't position yourself to have to deal with his judgment. Amen. Am I talking to the right people? Yeah. While you praying with expectation, you got to remove your emotion out of stuff. Why does it look like it's happening for them faster than it happened to me? Man, don't worry about when it's happening, because when it happened for you and it manifests, it's going to be just as big as he ever said it was going to be. Are you hearing what I'm saying? What you need to do is when you see him blessing other people with something you're expecting, you should get excited, because it shows you that he can do exactly what he said. That's why I was saying to you on last week that he told me to give you that word to remind you that he going to take care of what he told you he was going to take care of. And you got to wait patiently with expectation. Don't get frustrated because it don't look like it's happening. Because what he did was he gave you a glimpse of your future by the miracle he performed for somebody else. The fact that he cleared up $92,000 of college debt for her, you are next. Let me talk. Somebody else that received that, you don't look at some debt that you don't know how you're going to get out of. If all you can do is testify about Michelle, and since he ain't no respecter of persons, you can understand that if you pray and you receive what he said, it's happening for you even now as we speak. Somebody say thousands of dollars of debt gone. Just say gone. Come on, say straight ghosts. That kind of stuff where you can't even explain how it took place. Look at somebody and say, he going to leave you speechless. He going to leave you at a place where you can't explain it. He going to leave you at a place that when you try to talk about it, you get tongue-tied, because how can you really explain a miracle? How can you really explain that he already had somebody in place to do for you what you don't have the power to do for yourself? Look at somebody and say, he already got people lined up to take care of what I'm in. I ain't getting no help there. Some of y'all should have praised him right there, because you've been trying to figure how it's going to turn around. So what he'll do is he'll raise up a Joseph to go before you to let you know when the famine comes, you'll be all right. Look at somebody and say, that's why he's doing these things for other people in front of you. Not so you can be envious and jealous, because you can celebrate and say, I'm next in line. I was right there when it happened for her. Guess what? I'm the next person he calling out. The next person he going to do it for. The next person he going to show. Look at somebody and say, I'll tell her testimony till I got my own. He didn't heal you of cancer so you can sit in the chair and be wonderful. He healed you of cancer so the next time somebody's in your presence and say, listen, I got cancer. They told me I was going to die. You can tell them, whoop, Psalms 118. Y'all ain't going to help me. And 17, you shall not die but live and decree the works of the Lord. How do you know? I stood on it myself. And the very doctor that gave me the diagnosis was the very doctor that had to give me the new diagnosis. I can't find nothing. I checked your blood. I checked your organs. Y'all ain't going to help me. I wish I had 3 people to testify up in here. That's how you was able to overcome and conquer when they gave you your report. You was in an environment of faith where you seen people's expectations come to pass. And if he did it for them, he can do it for me too. How many people in here, you ain't tripping off somebody else's miracle? It's just getting you excited because you're the next. That's why the scripture says, rejoice with them that rejoice. Because what it really is a revelation that I'm the next person. Y'all ain't going to help me in here. And if you look like you've been at the end of the line, it don't matter how you feel and how you look. Look at somebody say, when eternity, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Y'all seen this example before? Let's all face this way. Give me one more person. We be like, oh my God, it ain't gonna happen for me. Look, oh my God. You ever been in line? Just, oh my God, Jesus. They said they only had 3 tickets. Oh my goodness. See, the thing about it is that he's so awesome, he can bless Michelle and me at the same time, even though she's at the front of the line. Watch this. Go ahead and be blessed. Get your praise on. He just blessed you. But the thing about it is it could look like I'm last. But look at somebody and say, when he turns it, everybody turn. I just switched positions just that quick. That's why it's but a light affliction. Somebody say, let's have a moment. Let's have a moment. Here's the moment. It just turned in my favor. Y'all ain't gonna help me. That's why you wait patiently for the Lord with expectation, because it may not look like you about to get what he said, but when he turns the heart of the king like the rivers of water, look at somebody say, your position in the line will change. So what I gotta do is praise for the person in the beginning. But if I praise in the beginning for the person, then guess what else? He'll skip over somebody that don't thank him, that don't give him glory, and he'll turn it right in my favor. Look at somebody say, he about to fix it for me real quick. He gonna fix it for me real quick, because I'm gonna give him the kind of praise to let him know I have expectation. Every single person that wasn't supposed to get a miracle in scripture, they got the Most High's attention. Y'all ain't gonna help me by praising him. Even the woman that had the daughter that was vexed with demons, they tried to send her away, and the Bible said that she began to worship him. And then he turned around and said to her, he says, listen, it's not meat for us to take the children's bread and give it to dogs. Y'all ain't gonna help me. She said, but even the dogs eat the crumb that fall from the master table. In other words, I don't need the whole loaf if I could just get a little bit, because whatever's in the loaf is in the crumbs. Look at somebody right here. Say, I'm not gonna leave until I get what I came for. I'm not gonna go away until I get what I came from. And if I got to cry and worship, look at somebody and say, I'm not gonna let go until they bless me. Jump up on your feet and holler, I got expectation.